we need to weigh out options. Just save both of our asses.
I just want y'all to keep it civil, all right? Don't let me.
I'm fine.
I have no problem with this.
Yeah.
I just got. Let me start by saying and I'm gonna say completely calm because I love you.
And Jeff, you mean the world to me, but I don't think I can do this anymore.
I know, Joe. I know. I don't think you're.
I wasn't home 20 minutes last night dealing with this staff drunk at the bar. I'm so over it. Just so they'll never care. They'll never care. And me and you are gonna pay the price one day because when a family gets killed out here, it's over for us.
What devastated me the other day was when fucking Mark called me.
You know, that lying bastard, I have no idea what's up his ass. And I'll tell you, I sat in a limo, okay, and me and Josh were talking. So Mark pops up, and we were just talking about if I could get in trouble with the teeth that I have, okay, and then Dylan's teeth. And I said, Mark, can you just investigate with somebody to see if a receiving person can get in trouble for this? Had nothing to do with you. And then Militia gets online and I can't deal with these people anymore.
I didn't see what Moshe did.
Oh, she's cleared her conscience and now it's just, yeah, fuck.
And then it's just feeling that we figured it out and then hearing these things.
The true question that both of us need to ask ourselves, Jeff, this place will never pay its own bills. It will never. I know. Hey, 20 years my mom has sucked every dime, and I'm talking she wrote $60, $80, $100,000 checks over the last 20 years just to keep the doors open. Because the clientele we have will never pay above what they can. The Indians have run most of the white people off because they're so fucking rude. And the staff will never be more than it is now because it's the quality of people here. I've fought that drama in the trailer houses for 20 fucking years. It will never change. Never. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life working my ass off so they can get a party. Well, every place you talk to, Tiger Haven, they pay their people $150 a week, and they got to pay their own electricity. These people get $300 a week, water, electricity, cable television, and they're nothing but drama. Fighting, running around town, making asses of us. I'm 55 years old. Do I want to do this another 5 years if I live 5 years? No, I don't. I really don't.
What can you do if I can go back to South?
Well, here is my plan. And if you want to keep Tigers and stay in the industry, I would recommend we both do this, okay? I have acreage that I can move my breeders. All I need is 15 cages, so Joe can clean and feed by himself and enjoy what Joe does again, okay? And take my breeders, and I can live off my cubs. Your tigers are to the age that they're breeding. You can almost live off of what cubs you're fixing to get. And then we can take some of the other pairs, and it just depends on how much you want underfoot. Okay, but everything that is on notes and reminding my mom's name is with you. I could care less about my credit. Carole has fucked up my credit so bad anyway. But here's what I would recommend, honestly, is whether you trust me enough to run this place for 2 more months, let's get through the summer and bank as much as we can bank. And I'm talking about for us instead of for this place, okay? And in those 2 months, I can have somebody building my cages, or you can be doing what you decide to do to move past this fucking place. And let's sell the beavers, let's sell the bobcat pairs, let's liquidate and shrink up through the summer as much as we can, okay? And then at the end of when school starts, and we know business is going to suck and it's going to be a money pit until next March, you can either close it up. We can't sell it because it's in a lawsuit, but you can rent it. Okay, and rent it out. Or at the end of those 2 months, I can just play the 90-day game with most of these fuckers, so we can pocket more money. And just on the greater Wonderwood Exotic counterpart, file bankruptcy and break it off in Carole's ass for that lawsuit. They get rid of one lawsuit, one pair of lawyers for that lawsuit, and, or you know, if they wanted to buy us out,
Carole,
yeah, you know, for us to give up our licenses,
that's ridiculous.
fuck that.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't. Here's what I'm just. Fuck, man, I haven't slept since I left. In order for me to be able to leave the country, get rid of my license, let them have animals, move my mom and dad with me to Belize or wherever I end up, it would take $400,000.
Yeah.
Because to move to Belize, you're not allowed to work for the first year. So you gotta have enough pocket money to live for a year.
Yep.
You know? I don't think they're serious enough to get us out of this industry to pay us $800,000.
She'd rather spend $2 million.
It's just
on
stupid.
lawyers.
It's just stupid. You know, I don't know what you want to do the rest of your life. You know,
I just don't want to fight. I don't want the drama.
and we're never going to get out of this here. We're never. It's just like already this morning. It's I have made them bathe them puppies for mange all last week, and then they take the kangaroo and shit in there this week while I'm gone because nobody told Rinky that they had mange.
And see, that's where Gretchen would have. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Katrina.
Yeah, well, no, because it's too easy for them to just quit. And the other day, man, you know, when you were still in Vegas, I didn't even want to bother you with this, but you know, it's the shit like this that just put me over the edge after Eric almost got the fucking entire cat crew killed.
What bothers me is like the text the other night, and I know that I tend to fly off the handle, but to say,
Okay, the very next day, every fucking cage open. Okay, somebody is going to die here.
Who's it, Eric?
Eric. And that's right after a meeting of saying, Eric, 2 cages at a time. There is no reason to have the whole fucking thing open because you people are keeping you too screwed up.
Is that a busted lock?
Yes.
Who busted a lock?
He just had it laying on the barrier with the door open. In the alley.
There's no question we've been incredibly
Lucky. Oh, yeah. You know, what were you saying about the test?
I know that, you know, I beat up an employee. That's because I was protecting you. You know, I was afraid he wanted to hurt
That
you.
wasn't even what I meant in that text.
No, but Rinky said something about Joe said he was afraid I was going to hit you. I would never hit you. And he says, Rinky beat up an employee. Well, there was a much different situation because I would protect you with a bullet. And if he's
got a smart mouth.
He does.
Hey,
he does. And to go up and criticize the owner of the park.
I made him take it down instantly. And you know, and that's what I was talking about when I texted you and said I got to deal with the card I've been dealt. It's just
I know. Lauren, you know, same. She says things that she shouldn't say.
If me and you could work together and lock our spouses up in a closet during the day, we can do this. Why we can't with them people out there?
But we have to quit talking about each other behind their backs, and we have to.
Dude, it's like, okay, it's just like Rinky told you that.
I know.
I had no part of that. The text I sent you, and you can't stay out of their world. That's just the problem.
Yeah.
You cannot stay out of it.
Yeah.
They love to bring you into it. You know, I had no problem. If you were going to hit me, you'd have hit me that day. You were all been out of shape. Okay, I believe that you got. I believe you got more respect in me than that.
I absolutely
okay?
do.
And I had no problem coming and talking to you. So everybody thinking that we're going to beat each other up. That's just.
Ranky.
Well, that's just everybody's. They can't live life without their input,
Right.
and. Do we want to live like this? I don't. I can't. I don't want to anymore. You know, do I want to give up this? This is something that I poured every fucking drop of tear and blood in. But is it worth it anymore? It's not. It's the struggle, and you know, we never have any our money. It's always the got to go into the Parker paying them and then we got to work harder.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time Travis died, I never missed a beat out here because I'm a robot, and I don't want to be a robot the rest of my life.
The USDA is going to write our inventories. Marinky says they're completely fucked up because, I'm going to get written up because there's an owl monkey in my house, and and.
Did they know about it?
Well, they've got the
transfer
papers.
See, the part I don't understand is why she thinks it has to be on a computer printout because nobody else's is. They're just on a piece of paper inventory.
Yeah.
So do you want to try to liquidate it?
Let's just try to get through this, make some money, put some money in the bank. And I would implore you, and I don't know, you don't want to be the fucking governor of this state. You know.
Oh no, I want to just get through the 26th of this month.
And the money's...
Who the hell has got time for that?
I know the bar is tanking, and I know Finley's robbing you, Finley and his daughter, or his girlfriend are robbing you blind.
And I'm fixing to close that headache too.
And instead of buying all the campaign stuff and that money, and then let's pay the bills that we need to pay. You know, fucking Saf texted me and asked me to buy her.
She did, me too. I said, I said, why is this our responsibility? Pay $350 and haul the bitch out of here.
What I don't know is that even paid for?
It's the one that's the lowest.
Okay. So I said, how much you want for it? She goes, $3,000. I said, no thanks.
Why?
$1,000 for it, I'd buy it, But I just don't. If it's not fun, it's not.
It ain't fun.
It's not worth
fun.
it. You don't have fun with the crowds anymore because they're all foreigners, foreigners who don't understand the humor. And
yeah. If we were in the area and we had the quality people like Doc has, it would be a whole different world to fight for. His people changed clothes twice during that tour.
because he was sweaty?
No, because it's a theatrical performance, man.
How long does his tour last?
5 fucking hours.
Ew.
But he only does 3 days a week.
Wow.
He did 27,000 that tour at $459 a head.
God damn, that's it.
62 people.
But you know what? I still think he's a scumbag.
Well, I mean, he's just as dirty as anybody else.
Killing cops.
You know, but his people, they had their lines, and it was funny, and it was
Right.
active.
It's
And
like-
you really didn't pet as much as you do here. But like he
Should've
says,
taken
it's
that
the
time.
illusion. It's the illusion. And he's over there where people go to spend money.
Well, that's what if we could have done Gatlinburg or someplace like that. Did you go back behind his scenes again?
Mm-mm. He's supposed to have that meat brought over today.
Well, you heard I had the truck all lined up. The truck apparently got there yesterday, and Tyson wouldn't release it because the release number wasn't right. And they didn't even have a release number. So Brenda, I get back on the phone with Brenda, I said, my truck is there. I said, shit. He goes, I need some help ASAP. My carrier called Crystal at Tyson Foods and she knows about the load. However, she said she cannot release it until she gets the proper release from her company. Can someone push this along? Otherwise, we risk losing this carrier. I have scheduled a pickup. Please let me know. I said, looking into it now. Thanks. And then I know how Tyson works, so they may drag their feet. Brenda said they wanted it picked up earlier this week, so I would have thought they would have already released it. The lady at Tyson's putting it in the system now, and I said, okay, it should be good in a few minutes. And this is me getting that authorization now. We should be good in a few minutes. He says, okay, thank you. Once I have that information, please contact me right away so I can advise the carrier. A while later, FYI, my carrier has still not received the release pickup information at this point. I may lose the truck. I can't hold it any longer. Can someone please make a phone call and see if you can speed this along? So I said, Tyson got back and said she's in contact with the carrier. As soon as the system gets up, she'll contact. She apologized for what it was. So I don't know what it ended up happening. But, I mean, I can send another cat or truck in if they missed it. Did you see?
Today's Friday. Yeah, saw that on the Today Show this morning. Killed himself. I'm not far from there.
Jeff, this is the one that did the chicken delivery.
Okay, so
I just don't want
I just need you to decide what.
I just don't want any more
Plan.
crooked shit happening. Any more wasting of money. Because my credit's fucked because of Kathy and our divorce, but it's like I know our life insurance policies got lapsed. They called us, and what else?
I just made them 3 payments in the last 4 weeks.
She said it was terminated in February. I don't know. It terminated when you're wrecked.
They didn't reinstate them after getting.
No.
Well, what the hell am I paying
I
there?
don't know. I want to talk to her. But when shit hit the fan the other day, I had Groupon diverted into my account, so I had money to pay bills. It's there. I bought a $400 tractor yesterday. I bought $200 worth of soda and dollar store stuff for the gift shop, and I got the rest. But let's just get through this. Get through this, and
Well, how do you want me to? Do you want me to get all the bills caught up, or at the
Yes.
end of the summer, do you want to?
What do you think? I mean, what do we have to buy meat? Okay, we know the bills
We got
have to
enough.
pay.
If we've got what's coming in, we got enough meat for 22 weeks. Because the 2,000 some odd dollars worth of meat that come in Monday, I paid for out of the barn. So, so we got that. We still got Walmart till the 24th, and then we should have, if both trucks make it right, we should have enough in cold storage for 22 weeks.
And the USDA chewed our ass for overfeeding. because when they were here, every
Had meat.
cat had old meat in it. And she says,
You know,
and
and-
Tiger said, you're feeding them too much. Your cats are big and fat and healthy. Cut back the food. You'll eliminate the ants and flies.
Well, and me and Rinky talked about that Sunday night before I left. Was even buying meat, they won't pay attention to feed it properly, so we're not wasting half of what we buy.
Right? They don't give a shit. Just don't give a shit.
I've told them a jillion times, if there's meat still on the plate, cut them back the next day. Nope, it's just a bucket, dude.